Hello friends and family within the Scottish games industry and further afield, you're listening to News Game Plus with me, Ryan. As always, we'll be recapping everything that our parent website, the Scottish Games Network, has been reporting on over the past 7 days, while asking you what you think. Without further ado, let's get started with this week's stories. Kicking us off, we have Low-Tech Games launched their first mobile title this week, Bulletin Down. The Dundee-based studio, famed for the retro styling of their previous titles, Flea and the upcoming Tapeworm Disco Puzzle, have shifted their focus to a more modern style of title. That being said, Bulletin Down is far from a generic mobile bowling game. Inspired by how horrific the life of a bowling ball must be, Low-Tech's Alley Low decided to implement a feature where you have to scream at your phone in order to continue your run. Yes, you heard me right. If you crash your bowling ball into one of the lane's many obstacles, you have to scream at increasing volumes in order to continue your run. Low-Tech have once again shown how creative and unique their game design can be, and I'd like to thank them in advance for the first time I see someone playing this game while waiting for a bus. Pure comedy gold. While you're on the App Store, why not check out Outplay Entertainment's new release, Mystery Match Village. The sequel to 2014's Mystery Match, this title is so much more than your run-of-the-mill Match 3 puzzler. With added features and story content, this game can do more than kill a few minutes while waiting for the kettle to boil. Players will follow private investigator Emma Fairfax. However, don't worry, Emma is far from a grizzled gumshoe. Bubbly and colourful, this game is fun-loving and charming, much like its predecessor. Offering more than the Match 3 gameplay the previous game focused on, in Mystery Match Village you will upgrade your village, complete hidden item searches, and experience a new story with episodic storytelling. With a new episode being released every 8 weeks, introducing new characters and stories that expand on an overarching plot, Mystery Match Village could become a mainstay on your phone's home screen. The election was this week, and of course, video games had to play a part. On the r/Scotland subreddit, one Reddit user has modded the original Sonic the Hedgehog to add a more political angle. Titled Nicola, this fresh look at a beloved classic allows you to take control of an 8-bit representation of Nicola Sturgeon, leader of the SNP. The political edge does not end there, however. If you find yourself in a boss fight, you won't be battling Eggman. Instead, you'll find yourself in a one-on-one against Dr. Bojotnik, the game's version of Boris Johnson. To get your hands on this game, you'll need to first install a Mega Drive emulator, links to which are in our story, which you can find in the show notes below. Steel Media, the company behind Pocket Gamer events, have announced a new event in the form of Beyond Games. This 5-day-long event will be taking a look into how the games industry is evolving and how video games interact and influence other forms of media. Additionally, those attending the event will have access to talks on the evolution of the metaverse, the rise of extended realities, the use of games, tools and technologies outside of gaming, and the ways in which our online lives are becoming ever more influenced by games. Scottish Games Network readers have an opportunity to receive an exclusive discount on their ticket. Details are on our website. Abertay Games Lab are looking for a partner to develop a suite of digital mini-games to be showcased at the soon-to-be-opened Whalesong Park. This project aims to add a multiplayer experience to Dundee's waterfront. This will be achieved by using an innovative arcade installation which will be part of the interactive installations being created for the park. Applications will be assessed by an experienced and impartial panel of in-game and Abertay Games Lab staff. However, external specialists will be consulted in some circumstances. For additional information, check out the in-game website, link to which will be in the show notes below. Some of Scotland's leading entrepreneurs have pledged an additional £1 million into Scottish Edge. Scottish Edge is the UK's largest funding competition for startups and businesses with high growth potential. With awards of up to £150,000 in cash, which is a combination of grants and loans, Scottish Edge also provides businesses with a support package which includes mentoring, support and signposting to alternative finance. The additional £1 million pledge from Sir Tom Hunter, Kevin Doran, Sir Brian Souter, James Watt, Lord and Lady Howe, Chris Vanderkule and Paddy Burns has the potential to help a lot of businesses across the country. Before we start to wrap things up, we always like to end the show by highlighting something involved in Scotland's game sector that we think needs more attention. This is a segment we like to call the Weekly Shoutout. If you have any suggestions for people or projects we should promote, let us know via our socials or send me an email. That being said, this week's shoutout goes to Smart Joseph, the man behind the Sam Lab YouTube channel, writer for Superjump magazine, and the host of Lore Lab Live. Joseph's work on YouTube, as well as with Lore Lab, focuses on explaining and exploring the lore of the Destiny games. Sam Lab, Joseph's YouTube channel, can boast stunning visuals and a beautiful editing style, as well as some silky smooth voiceover work. If you're a fan of the Destiny series, or you just like learning about new fictional universes, check this guy out. Links to any socials connected with Joseph will be in the show notes. Also, side note, apologies Joseph, I was listening to last night's Lore Lab, but unfortunately I had to leave before the conversation really started. I hope it went well and I look forward to the next one. That does it for this week's News Game Plus. What did you think about the stories? Let us know in the comments, on our social media channels, or if you prefer a more personal touch, send me a wee email. The Scottish Games Network team love hearing your opinions on the stories we report on, and it's always nice to chat with you all. Unfortunately, that's our show over this week. If you liked what you heard, please consider following or subscribing depending on your platform, and if possible, leave us a like or a review. It really helps us out. And as always, I could tell you to follow us on our socials and share us with your friends, but everyone tells you that. Anyway, as always, thank you so much for listening. This has been News Game Plus. I've been your host Ryan, and you, pal, have been awesome. Thanks again, and I look forward to speaking to you same time, same place next week.